finish your teas or bring your teas, bring a banana and come to the front. Hold it there, because otherwise I'm really loud. Josipa, you're banned from this room till later. You need to go next door. You're banned till 10 o'clock. Everyone is, not just you. Anyone else? Don't be shy. Okay, is that everybody? Is there anyone else coming down here? We're going to maybe get started. Tom and Andrew, are we ready at the back? We're all good? Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming today. I feel like a Dodgem car fairground person. Today is about adapting. I don't know how many of you were at Ian Priest's debate last night, but this is all about new models. And today, we're going to have a lot of fun. So we think there's a really interesting new model that agencies can use, which will make them money, which will get them solving new problems with clients, and which we think will be basically a better experience for all. I'm not going to go through the agenda briefly now, but all you need to know for this point is you're going to get to play with a lot of the best existing tech companies and work out what problems they can solve today. This is our contention. We think that agencies will survive and thrive by partnering with the best existing technology rather than trying to build it themselves. Because we believe that the world is now about partnerships. Tech companies are brilliant at building technology, testing it with users, whereas agencies are amazing at getting that to market. And what we're going to end up with today is, this is the start of a process according to Ian, so we're going to start trialing new models. And what we want you to do is to be inspired to trial this. What would happen if you partnered with the best existing tech companies and sold software to your clients, and you did the user experience over the top, and everybody made money through that? And so by the end of the day, the IPA have said, we're going to make this happen. Everyone's going to do an individual action plan as to how they're going to trial this and make it happen. Brief word on the bakery. So we're like an innovation marketplace, really, where we connect brands with the best innovative tech companies and help them take it to trial market. We work with agencies. We want agencies to bring their clients and say, these are some of the most interesting technologies that you need to be taking to market. And here's a few examples of some stuff we've done. So imagine BMW needed to educate people on what the hell an electric car was. So what they did is they got a virtual assistant. You can ask this virtual assistant any question. How far does it go? Do I need to charge it? And they took that to market. Imagine new advertising technologies. So this is, you know, those capture things where you have words that you can't read to verify that you're a human. That's now been changed into an ad unit, and Heinz took that to market. Ideal Standard, a bathroom company, did something really interesting. They needed plumbers to be more loyal, so they gave them a service which helped. They gave them a tool to help their plumbers sell to their customers, which enabled you to resize your toilet and resize your shower, so you could basically plan your room just right. Panasonic took something to market where they had a real problem with conversion. They had a problem with staff not selling their products, so they found a virtual assistant which answered any question on their TV ranges. AB InBev took a technology to market, which is a gifting technology. So imagine that you're on social media and you can't make it to your mate's pub that night. You can send them a round of Budweiser to be redeemed in bar frictionlessly, all integrated with the EPOS system. And we're working on really interesting R&D type projects at the moment as well. There's a technology you'll see in a moment which is able to understand emotions from facial recognition technology. So we've got a client who are really interested in helping mums look after their babies. So this is us, right? So this is what we do. We help you partner with the best existing technologies and take them to trial market. We do that through an accelerator process. And we've also just launched a product where you can type in any problem, any stage of the user journey, and you'll find what we believe are the best technologies that you can take to your clients to market. That's just a brief thing on the accelerator process. So you get your business problems, the brand goes, right, I'll put aside £50,000. You come here, you see 10 of the best technologies, and we go through an 8-week process to take it to trial market. Right, that's us. This is what we believe a model of the future for agencies is. It's just one model, right? It's not going to replace everything, but it's something that we believe that agencies need to get into. I think everyone kind of believes that the current model sucks, right? Everyone moans about being paid for time and hating it. And actually, we think that doing the same old thing, selling comms, selling them for time, is becoming less and less viable. And there's 3 macro shifts that we think are happening. The first is that, right, so we're in a society now where there's no scarcity anymore. Information's everywhere. And it's got to the stage where we choose a product based on what a stranger from Wigan, let's say John from Wigan, says this product's great on Amazon, 5 stars. And we trust him more than a brand. It's quite nuts, but this is the point. Everyone's got a massive abundance of information. They trust brands less. Second huge shift, there's a brilliant article by a guy called Mark Andreessen, which is called Software's Eating the World. And this is all about softwares increasingly doing the job of humans. And it's happened in the photography industry, it's happened in the video industry, it's happened in the music industry. If you think about all the technologies you use to access photographs, music, video, we're nuts if we don't think that is happening in marketing. So there's more and more marketing softwares crunching big data, doing more jobs of humans. And the third trend that we see is simply a talent one, right? Open innovation is all about, there is no way that any brand or any agency can have the best talent in their building. You just can't. There's going to be someone better at doing that thing somewhere else in the world. And we think that in a world of abundance, only the best experiences matter. And so you need to be accessing the best talent from everywhere. So this is where we see the agency's adapted role, right? We see that it will be, yes, comms will still exist, but agencies will be selling more products and services. It will be less about selling time and more about selling software. It will be less about building technology. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in a second, and more about repackaging existing technology for clients. And we think there's a really interesting business model here where actually you can cut in on licensing revenue, and we're not going to get into the debate about procurement departments and all that stuff, but we've done stuff and shown that this can work where you cut in on licensing models, plus you get paid for additional services by taking that product to market. So something that wouldn't happen before, a problem a client would have trusted you with, you take the technology, you build the experience on top, you get incremental revenues you wouldn't have otherwise got. And we really believe this and see it. Like, I'm sure you'll all recognize the amount of time we do amazing ideas and amazing stuff, and we got walls of stuff that we want the client to build, and it all ends up in the bin and doesn't happen. And I think fundamentally it's because it's really high risk for a client to go, okay, I'll spend hundreds of thousands of pounds building a technology service, but it's not tested with users and it's high risk for them. Whereas if there's something in the market that already works that you can take to your brands and say, actually, this is just, we just need to create a customer experience over the top of this that works for you, with your audience, with your market. You just have to repurpose this existing technology. We think, and Visium are going to talk a bit about this, that's a much lower risk proposition for clients. And I'm going to try this video right. The other thing that's driving this is there's so many technologies out there. There's just a glut of supply of people full-time building this stuff. And so I just took a video earlier of this is just a small thing of some of the technologies out there. Oh, it didn't really work. Oh,